Hey everybody, welcome to this video. This is going to be a part of my Homeschool 101 series. If you are new here, my name is Bethany and I'm a homeschooling mom with 5 kiddos and they are all 9 and under. And today we're going to be talking about the types of homeschooling or your options for homeschooling, not to be confused with your style of homeschool. So I think this is a place where a lot of people get kind of hung up and maybe overwhelmed because they're really not sure what type of homeschool they're actually doing, and they don't really know where to go from here. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at notes to keep me on track. But your first option for homeschooling is your independent homeschooling option. And I think this is where, or what most people think of when they think of homeschooling, is when you are the one that's picking the curriculum, you are the one that is keeping the records, making lesson plans, keeping track of learning, all those things is on you, and you're only reporting to your state if you have to do so. That is like independent homeschooling, or that's what I call it anyways. Your second option is actually not considered homeschooling. It is a home learning option, and I think this is probably the number one area that people are really getting confused and don't know what they're supposed to be doing. And that is your virtual learning or your public school home study programs. It's public school at home. So a lot of us, well, not me, but a lot of us in the United States right now are being given an option of being attached to your public school and doing homeschooling at home. It's actually a home study program, and you are still attached to that brick and mortar school that is providing you with materials, whether that be a Google Hangout, Zoom type call for your child, or it's packets that you're taking home. This is a home study program, and you are just facilitating that. Now, you can go above and beyond and, expand beyond the page, which you could do even if your child went to public school, but you can buy resources and make it totally, more than just what they're doing at home, what is being given to them. But this is still considered public schooling. The public school system still receives tax dollars that are funding you all the stuff that you need to make sure that learning is still happening. Now, there is something called virtual public schooling, like K-12. They still receive tax dollars, 30% less than brick and mortar schools, but they still do receive funding, and you can receive all of the materials for free from K-12. Now, these are still considered public school because you are attached to that school, whether it's virtual or brick and mortar. Your third option for homeschooling is charter schools. Now, charter schools can be really confusing because each charter school kind of has their own way that they go about things. But so for Oklahoma, you might know of Epic as a charter school for the state, and you report to a teacher once a week, and the student reports with the teacher once a week, and the teacher makes sure that the student is learning on track and everything is happening. For example, a charter school in Hawaii, I believe it was called Edward Thomas, I want to say, had a meeting once a week where they did kind of elective style classes, and you would receive a grant. Now, this is a bonus for charter schools, and a lot of people like it, that you receive a grant from the charter school for homeschooling resources to enhance your homeschool, like games and books and just craft materials. Some of them are specific and they want you to use it on extracurricular activities or piano, ballet type thing, lessons. So that's a really big plus with charter schools, is that you get funding sometimes. Now, some charter schools meet once a week. Sometimes it's 1 week out of the month, every other week. It just depends. And some charter schools don't meet at all, and it's all virtually. The fourth option is private schooling at home. And yes, this is a thing. A lot of curriculum companies like BJU, Abeka, Liberty University also has a school at home option where you are paying tuition, private school at home, you're paying tuition to that school. They are providing you buy their box curriculum, so it's all Abeka or all BJU or whatever private school it is. They're telling you what to purchase. You have access to their teachers. Sometimes it's recorded classes, sometimes it's virtual learning. Sometimes the child does the learning at home and you submit the grades. There's different options with that, but you are paying a tuition and you are part of their school. Your child is registered with that private school. The last option that I want to talk about is an umbrella school. So umbrella schools are often provided for people that might live in a state that has either really strict laws or a student that maybe travels with parents a lot, like a traveling family, will register under an umbrella school and they will report to that umbrella school. Sometimes the umbrella school just wants attendance, sometimes they want records. It just depends on what your umbrella school requires, but you're pretty much a independent homeschooler registered with an entity. And so you're able to travel without having to abide by every single state. Maybe you're in different states every month, every couple weeks, and you don't really have a home of record. That way you can go through all those states without worrying about all the state laws, and you're registering under an umbrella school. And it kind of makes it easier for you to continue that homeschool lifestyle without all the legalities of it, I guess. So let's go back over these. You have your independent homeschool, your home study public school at home, charter school, private school at home, and umbrella schooling. And if you want any information about any of these other schooling options, don't hesitate to comment below, ask me questions, and I will try my best to answer them. Have a good day, guys. Bye.